Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video. That's such a beautiful review. And today, we're going to be talking about the Destiny 2 weekly reset for the second week of Season of the Lost on August 31st, 2021. You know, it always throws me off that like July and August both have 31 days like in a row. It always throws me off. So the special thing going on this week is going to be Iron Banner. For some reason, second week of the season, we have Iron Banner. Usually it's a few weeks in as you get more power, but I guess just going up 10 power makes it so they got to have it earlier. And of course, with Iron Banner, there is increased Valor, and now it's going to be just double Valor throughout the entire event instead of 3 times during the weekend. They said that in the twat. I remember that one. Savathun wishes to converse with her friend, the Guardian. You. Thanks, buddy. Moving on with the weekly reset, starting up with the Nightfall Ordeal. This week it's going to be the Lake of Shadows, often known as one of the easiest boss fights in the game because you can just put a bubble down and then just sword him to death. And obviously there are a lot of ways to do it, but if you can do the boss fight as fast as possible, it's better because the boss fight actually gets hard if you do the mechanics. When it comes to 100k, pretty sure Legend should be able to do it. It's a bit of a shorter one, but has enough champion. Unstoppable Overload. The rotating Crucible playlist is going to be Mayhem, which Mayhem's a lot of fun, lots of supers, lots of abilities, really good. And obviously, on top of that, we also have Mayhem, which is going to be more pinnacle gear stuff, 6v6 control, level advantages enabled, etc., etc. And of course, Lord Saladin has a specific set of bounties. There's always 4 out of 7 different possible bounties, and of course, on top of that, he has his special quest. If you want to go through this quest, get some extra gear. I don't think you need the gear to unlock the stuff, so yeah, you don't. Oh, look, hey, look, the new sidearm. You can, in fact, just start using your tokens right away. It used to be that you had to do this first, and on top of that, you do get a lot of mods from this. Obviously, we've been getting mods from everywhere, but just so you know, the best mods usually come from Iron Banner because it's a high-level activity. So yeah, pick up the quests on each of your characters. It lasts for the whole event, and then, of course, there's the different possible bounties. First one is going to be holding zone and advantage. Unfortunately, the second one is going to be the ability kills and bonus with super. It's going to be defeating opponents and then defeating opponents with energy or power weapons for more, and then defeating opponents and landing final blows on higher level opponents, which is actually the easier one. Again, the only one we really usually don't want is this one, and well, let's hear this thing. Guys, I can't see what's going on. I can't see. Up next, let's talk about the Europa stuff. First and foremost, we have the simulation, which is going to be Safeguard. This is going to be the one that you just defend. For the Empire Hunt, we have the Technocrat. This is definitely going to be one of the harder ones, but it's not terrible. For the Deepstone Crypt Raid, we have copies of copies taking place in the second encounter. It's going to be one with Atrax, and in this encounter, do not flush the debuff out of the airlock, so just juggle it until you kill her. After that, we have the Vault of Glass challenge. It's going to be the only Oracle for you, taking place in the second major encounter of the raid. It's going to be the one where the first one you actually have oracles. And in this encounter, you're not allowed to destroy the same oracle twice. So there's 7 different oracles, there's 6 different peoples. You just kind of rotate around the circle and hopefully do it in the first or second try. Up next, let's talk about the Gunsmith's available weapons. Right, so I've taken a look at his different weapons. First up, we have the 7th Step Revolver. Not really that great of a roll. I'm personally not a fan of 180s. Personally, you should probably be looking for timed payload on this. Long Shadow, actually a decent PvE roll. Explosive rounds does increase the damage of your shots for headshots and body shots, and field prep is great for PvE. Other stuff is kind of up to you. The Hollow Words is kind of okay. Surrounded is okay, but I believe there are better options here. I think it actually has auto-loading as well, and of course that's my favorite. The Decide, not really that great. Not a big fan of dual loading, but dual loading is actually pretty good inside of those super fast reloading Rally Barricade and Rifts and stuff. We have Memory Interdict, doesn't have an extra damage perk, so it is kind of relegated to having perks like this. And then finally, Quick Feint, which actually has One for All, which is a decent way to get a lot of damage with this particular sword. You hit 2 different enemies right before the boss, and then you hit the boss a bunch, and it does a lot of damage, like 35% more. Alternatively, you could use like Assassin's Blade or something for 1 power to kill, but this is one way to do it. How would you like to log in? As X? Yeah, I'll log in as X. Incorrect login. What? Up next, let's talk about the Week 2 challenges. I'm going to go over them in very basic, general terms, not going to go through every detail. First one is just going to be the next step of the quest line and grenade launcher kills. This is a bunch of Wayfinder Troves and Umbra Engrams focused. This is again going to be a lot of the quest-based current season stuff activation. Defeating enemies with linears and more progress in the Astral Alignment or Shadow Realm. Iron Banner matches and wins. Banking moats and Gambit. Tangle Shore stuff like bounties, patrols, public events, lost sectors. Lost Sector Legend or higher, using close range weapons like sidearms, submachine gun, shotgun, swords on Tangled Shore, and taking battens and strikes. They're kind of, all over the place, I guess. Well, I guess they mean to do that, huh? Up next, let's talk about Eververse's inventory. First up, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the Bright Dust stuff. This one, big ol' spinning fork thing. Do like this one because it's actually got a spinning bit. Doesn't spin very fast though, and it does not spin faster when you boost, which is unfortunate. We have the Embarrassed emote, pretty straightforward. We have the Transmat effect for this, which is very shiny and new to the season. Would recommend it. Neopop Wave, very visually assaulting, although the cape does not seem to get the same coloring. That's weird. On this particular set of armor, it doesn't seem to be nearly as visually assaulting as usual, but trust me, it's very... Oh, dude, this helmet, this ornament for the Mask of Bacchus, I was just like, God damn! You guys, if you like Mask of Bacchus, this is an ornament for it. But then there's the, there's the Titan one here. It's just so funny. Yo, there's a rock, paper, scissors thing? Oh, that's dope. Is it different every time? Oh, hell yeah! Cutting with scissors! I like the animation on it. That's actually pretty cool. It's available for silver. Maybe Bright Dust during the season. Moving on to the other Bright Dust section. First of all, we have Rim Shot, which is pretty much straightforward. You guys know it. You have the Harpy Shell for your ghost. You have this very weird, I think I called it anal beads looking sparrow here. You have the class item for whatever character you're currently on. I am currently on my warlock or my hunter, and so I see the hunter one. Whatever you're on, you're gonna see that one. We have the study time emote, which I'm not going to do because I am done with school. And then we have the ornament for the, what is this thing? Ruinous Effigy. And then, of course, we have ghost projections. We have more transmat effects. These things are all pretty straightforward. We have a lot of these things. And if you like them, go for it. We also have Boreal Char, which is a new one from last season, if you want that. It looks very Iron Bannery. Bloody Tooth, which is something I use on a lot of my armor pieces, specifically on my Titan. I think it looks really, really nice. And depending on how your other armor pieces fit, it may or may not look good, but this is definitely one you're going to want to get. Suros Modular Shine, pretty good, kind of an old one. It's a goodie, but an oldie. And then Vice Poison Shimmer, some armors maybe, but not found too many uses for it. I love the doors close and the cat's just like, I want in! And I'm like, hi, hello! Ah, damn it. And finally, just wanted to go over a little bit with the compass since the things are rotating. First of all, there is going to be a new quest to go to Marasov, and yes, I was right. We now have the Void versions of the rewards, and it is a weekly rotation. Picking up Void Elemental Wells gives you more class ability for 1 point. I guess it is a 1-point mod. And you can make your Elemental Wells last longer, which I don't think I've ever really had a problem with. I think they're running out of ideas, to be honest with you. And that is going to be pretty much the end of it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or concerns. Also, come check out my live stream we have right after these videos, as well as all the times on screen right now. I'm oftentimes doing open lobbies for the seasonal stuff, for raids, for Nightfalls, Grandmasters, doesn't matter, Destiny 2, and some other stuff. Come check it out. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon. A big thank you to Betty Buju, Mom, Dad, Luco, Dr. Strange, Joe Smith, Monday, Steve Bachman, Ray Michonne, Your Panther, Casey Reagan for the support on Patreon. Holy crap, that was first try. Let's go. And that's it. I hope you guys did enjoy. My name's Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.